So what I have here is liquid crystal from solarcolordust.com. I don't know if my camera will focus, but it's this. There we go. Liquid crystal. This is a small bottle, like, and it's expensive. It hurt. I mean, like, it hurt when I bought this. This little teeny tiny bottle is $33. It is 15 milliliters. Now, I vape, and I buy 30 milliliter e-juice bottles. Those are $22, but the premium juices are $22. So paying more for half of my 30 milliliter e-juice bottles was a little painful. But I did see it on Amazon. On the Solar Color Dust site, they're out as of, well, I checked 2 days ago, so I'm not sure if they're in stock now. But they were out of stock, but Amazon had them, and it was $30 or $33. I think it was $33 on Amazon, and the price for this on the Solar Dust site, I think it was $30, but I paid 35 something total because shipping. But if you have Amazon, you use Amazon Prime, then you're saving $2 because it's just $33. You can use this on just about anything. It's pretty thick. It says you're supposed to shake it beforehand. I'm using a brush because I don't have an airbrush. I ordered one, and I was gonna wait to do this video till it got here, but I want to make sure that people without airbrushes are able to use it, because I don't even know how to use the airbrush. So I would have to take longer learning how to use it and then doing a tutorial, and I didn't want to keep you on hold for too long. Oh, thank you. So what I'm going to tell you in my experience with the brush, it's not smooth. This stuff it is not meant to be brushed on, in my opinion, unless you want a textured look. If you want a textured look, then it's perfect. But the cup that I had on the Turner in the teaser video, I used a brush, and there were lines like I didn't want the lines there. So if that's a con, then an airbrush is definitely necessary. But I feel like you can do a lot of different creative things with this. Maybe stamping it on with stencils, filling in stencils and putting it on your cups, or whatever you can do, whatever you can think of. So I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm feeling long-winded. Let's get started. All right, I'm going to bring you down here. Okay. Hopefully you can see. All right, so this is my cup. You're supposed to do it on black, but y'all know I experiment with everything, so I'm going to try it on purple. Black, they say, just so that you can get the full effect, and you can see what it looks like on black in my teaser video. This is a brush I'm using. It's probably not the right kind of brush, but this is what I have. I don't know what happened to my bigger brushes, but things like that usually disappear in this house. So let me open this. Alright, I'm going to show you this. And now the other thing is that I shook it so it's hard to see, but it's about right here in the level that's left. So I used a ton doing it by hand. I mean, with the brush. When I saw in another group, the people that used it, they used about this much from top to here for 1 cup with an airbrush. Brushing it on, it brings you all the way. It takes a lot. And you can dilute this with water by 20% per volume or by volume. But I'm not gonna do that right now. So I'm just, because I don't want to pour it out, I'm just gonna dip my brush inside. It might be too low. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to pour it. I didn't prepare for that. So here we have, just so you can see that's exactly what I'm doing. All right, I'm just gonna pour it out. You see how thick it is? It's really hard to work with, and the worst part is that it dries really, really fast, almost like latex. Because the texture, I'm gonna do a design or something. I'll do swirls. Something funky. Or not, you know, I'm just gonna go do regular. Maybe this one will come out better than the last. Oh, and it does dry clear, if anyone was wondering, because it's an ugly, it's like an old person shoe color right now. Like that tan. And that would clash so bad with most designs. You're not supposed to go back over it like I'm doing, but trying to see if I can get it a little smoother, but it's not looking like it. All right, so that's our first layer. That's our bottom. Now for this part. Actually, I think this would be really cool if you were gonna do a wood grain. I wish I thought about that before I started. Maybe I can still get a wood grain out of this. But this would be so cool for that kind of effect. And if you you don't want to go over this when it's almost dry, like when there's a tacky stage, it will clump like crazy if you go on top of it. So like right now, if I were to move this, it would get chunky, which is disgusting. Like the smoothness, it just gets so much worse. It's so bad. So you see already how much I'm using. This is not something that you want to do if you're not planning on selling your cups, unless you have the money to blow. You definitely want to get some money for this back, because $33 for, if you're brushing it on, you can probably do 2 cups. You really want to make sure you calculate that. I have no idea. I'm honestly, The one I ordered, Crystal, from Amazon was, I'll put the link in the description because it's one of those. It has like different attachments that come with it. It comes with paint. I've never even touched an airbrush before, so if you get one, we can learn together. But we can bounce ideas and experience off of each other because I'm definitely new to that. But with anything, I suggest getting one that. Oh, really? I suggest getting one where it has everything you need in it. That way, you don't have to buy more later. Like with my heat press, I got a 15 by 15 heat press with attachments. But then later, I was like, wait, I have to move my shirts and reposition, and it's really a pain in the butt. So I ended up getting a 16 by 24, and I could have done that first. So I feel like buy big when you can. That way you start off with everything you need. But let's see. Yeah, it's kind of tacky right now. I'll show you. Is it? Again, I'm using my phone. I apologize if it's taking forever to focus. But this is the raw deal. This is what it looks like. Right now, it's not thrilling. And the black one I did, it looked exactly the same. It looked just like this one. I'm going to do another coat, and hopefully I can fill in some of those blank areas. And see here, that's the part where it's dried already. So it's dry when the whole thing is clear like that. And my house is pretty cold right now, so it might take a little longer. But I'm going to stay on for the whole process so that you can see it from start to finish. Yeah, I didn't do the bottom. Let's see. I wonder if I kind of want to see what happens if I add water to this one. I just added 2 drops of water. I'm curious to see if it'll make a difference. Sorry, it's taking so long to dry. Oops. Oh, well, see, I just messed it up. But if you see, come on, phone. Hold on. You see right here, that little spot where I rubbed, it just flaked off a little. Where is it? Right here. I'll show you. See how it like chunks? It reminds me so much of latex. Alright, so some spots seem completely dry. If I'm wrong, we'll find out together. And yeah, I'm scraping the sides and everything because I do not want to waste this at all. Oh, and I also tried the silicone brushes. I'll show you. Well, this is the biggest one I have on here. Oh. I tried these brushes. It works, but it's not consistent enough for me. It goes on really smooth, but it's like you're smushing the stuff in and it gets weird. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm gonna try and just see what happens if I just put it on. I guess it's the same. Actually, this seems like it doesn't go as far. Also, a lot of people have said they don't need that, 2 coats are not necessary. So they may not be, but because this is not black like suggested, I kind of want to go the extra mile to make sure I get as close to the best effect as I can. The people who airbrush, that's probably all they'll use for an entire cup. The little bit that I just put on there is probably the same amount. I think it's okay. It looks okay with the streaks. As long as they're consistent, I guess. And the brush that I'm using, I forgot to mention, is from the, what is it, the $5 pack that's at Walmart with all the different kinds of brushes and sponges. I think it's $5. This reminds me so much of tree bark. All right. Well, that's how it looks right now. Maybe I can get some of this out. Trying to see if I can fix things. It's dry. This part is gonna drive me crazy. This might be a good place for the silicone brush to come in. Try to smooth that out a little bit. Right now it's in like a gummy state, so I'm probably gonna mess it up. Okay, it's a little better. All right, so that's it. The next step would be to, if you're gonna use epoxy, you don't want it to touch water. If this gets wet before it's sealed, it's done. It comes right off. Also, they have some suggested sealers on their website because it does not work the same with all sealers. And if you're gonna epoxy, what I want to do, because this reacts to heat, right? So if you the more layers of epoxy that you have, the more heat resistance it will be, because the layers are blocking the heat and it'll take longer for the colors to change. So I want, when this is dry, I'll put a decal directly on here, of course, very carefully. Or maybe I'll seal it first. If I do seal it, this is the sealer I'll use. But this is because this is all I have. And I'll have clear paint as well, but I'm going to go with this. Seal it. Put the decal directly on the cup on top of this stuff. And then put your final layer of epoxy. If you're not using glitter or anything, of course. But if you can carefully put your decal here, then your layers of epoxy will be thinner and you'll maintain the effect of the color change when you're holding it. And that, I think, is pretty important, since that's the whole point of this particular solution. I actually just got an idea. I wonder what would happen if we put glow-in-the-dark paint on this. What do you guys think? Should I see what happens with glow-in-the-dark paint? Maybe I should test it. I don't know. Be kind of a cool idea. I'm not gonna do it right now, though. In a little spot, that's a good idea. I'm scared. It'll be funny if this comes out to be the perfect application, and then I'm like, that one spot messed up the whole cup. I'll test it out. I have a little bit left still, so I'll test it on something else. But then I'll be mad that I didn't test it on the cup if it comes out awesome. My heat gun, because this is taking forever. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can get this to dry a little faster. Make sure y'all can see. Oh, cool, look! You can see the colors, it's working! That's so cool! Even on purple! Oh, that is awesome! Check that out. Even when it's not even dry all the way, you can see it work. It's so pretty! Actually, it's pretty cool. You can see where it's drying. You see the rainbow going up right here? Of course, that last chunk where I tried to fix it is what's left. But it works! Yay! Alright, so, well, you can see where the color is different at the bottom. But you see what I mean about how the streaks stay there? Ugh, it's so annoying. And it's like, it's not even regular streaks. They're like the kind of streaks where oil is separating. You ever see that? Ugh. But anyway, that's how you use the Solar Color Dust liquid crystal with a brush. I would love for you guys to put on some other, anybody who gets this, please make a video and tag me. Let me know how your experience was with it. I love live videos because you guys get to see all the good and the bad. Like, we're all human, and some of the tutorials that I see are, here, we'll see my face, there we go. Some of the tutorials that I see are like, they're so frustrating because you look at the person doing this stuff and then you're like, wait, how are they doing it so perfectly? Everything I do, I mess up. It's really annoying. But in reality, editing is what fixes all that stuff. Yeah, you should definitely, I'll put the link in the description for, I'll pull it up right now actually, for the airbrush kit that I ordered. I'm so excited to get it. I've always wanted an airbrush, and this was just the perfect reason to go for it. Yeah, Amazon is like, they're a lifesaver. I'm telling you. Especially around the holidays. And a lot of times, the stores around me don't have whatever I need in stock. Like, if you ever go to Michael's and ask for, or Hobby Lobby and ask for Silly Winks, that double-sided paper, everybody's having trouble finding that, and people are like, all the employees are like, is that a toy? They think it's a toy. So it's a lot easier to go and hit up Amazon. Plus, you save gas. You don't always save money, but you definitely save gas. All right, okay. I'm gonna send that link. This is the one that I got. And I'm gonna find the solar dust stuff. They have a lot. Yes, gas, traffic, and time. Yup. Solar color dust. Let's see. And I love the fact that you have access to things that you don't have in your area. Well, maybe in certain situations, like, or you can't get in stores, but you can get them on Amazon, which is weird for me. When I realized, I was like, so you don't sell this in stores because of whatever restrictions or whatever reason, but anybody can purchase it on Amazon. Let's see. All right, here is the solar dust stuff. Is that the right? Yeah. That's the Amazon link, but I'm pulling up the website link now because they have a lot of stuff, and it would be so cool if I could get to a point where I gotta figure out how to get samples and stuff because I just want to try everything. They have sample packs, but I'm really cheap. Like, I make everything and their sample packs are expensive. But I will say that with the solar powder, you think it's a little, like, I was upset when I got this in the mail because I wanted to do the color changing cups from purple to pink. I thought I would probably have to dump this entire thing into my epoxy and put it on my cup or whatever. It takes a pinky nail's worth to do an entire cup with their color changing powder. So, and this was $20. But this is actually no, this is from Amazon. But no, I think it's theirs that they sold on Amazon. I'll have to look that up too. But it takes a teeny tiny bit of their color changing powder, and it turns out to be really worth the money. That liquid crystal though, I don't know. It's a cool thing, but man, that price. I cannot get to his website for some reason. Okay, here we go. I know I should be ashamed for drinking out of a naked cup, but all my other cups are drying right now, and that's the next one on the chopping block. All right. I haven't decided what I'll put on here, but once I do, I can go live again and we can go through that process. But look at this. Even on purple. That is so awesome. Like, we just brushed this on. Ugh. I gotta do something about that. I really like that it works even on purple. And my camera, of course, is not going to focus. But that's so neat. I don't want to rub too hard because it will probably come off. Nope, wait. Oh, it's already hot. Is it? No. Oh yeah, that's the other. The longer it's warm, the more color. This is, oh yeah, this is the 12 color changing one. I keep forgetting to add that. You see how it gets lighter? I guess that's the gold, orange. It's supposed to be gold, orange, red, yellow, blue, green, purple. And then watch, it goes away as it gets cool. It changes. It's fading. All right, that's the website for the company with the liquid crystal. So whatever you prefer. And they ship pretty fast. It was a week that I got it in. Partial to Amazon because it's only 2 days. And, you know, craft mail, you can't hold up craft mail. And that's pretty much it. So make sure you guys comment and make sure the bell is on. I know you're subscribed. Make sure that bell is on so that you get notifications and can tune in whenever I go live and upload more videos. And I think that's it. Any questions before I head out? I know I talked a lot, but I just want to make sure I covered everything. No, we'll see. I'll come back also for, like I said, the decal application and epoxy. I can go live if you want, or record it and edit to speed up time, because this is about 40 minutes already. I don't know if you guys want such a long video, especially with epoxy and the decal mishaps that come with applying decals to tumblers. So let me know. I'm gonna head out, so there's no more questions. Comment if you have anything after the stream is over. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Let's see.